My next guest has her own Comedy Central special and a nationally syndicated radio show. Please welcome Cory Kahaney.
Cory Kahaney.
Cory Kahaney.
Please welcome the very funny Cory Kahaney.
Cory Kahaney.
The fantastic Cory Kahaney.
Cory Kahaney.
Cory Kahaney.
Cory Kahaney.
Cory Kahaney.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to The Late Show, Cory Kahaney.
My son says to me, he goes, "Mommy, are we members of the Democratic Party or are we members of the Republican Party?" And I said, "We are members of Costco." I have 2 kids. I have a daughter from my first marriage because I like souvenirs. And I have a son from my second marriage because I lost a bet.
Everything that I have ever done in this business, I have done with integrity. I never used my feminine charms to get ahead. Now that I've reached a point in my career where I would be willing to, no one's interested. I am not saying that you should play the tramp card. Because I know I have tried to play the tramp card at this stage in life, only to have the guy say, no, this is expired.
And it's humiliating. I'm not kidding. Because last year my father adopted one of the Save the Children. So now every time I complain, he compares me to his adopted child. He's like, "What's the matter with you? Why can't you be like your sister Shishumba?" Eh? Shishumba's happy. You don't see Shishumba complaining. Shishumba dug an irrigation ditch for a whole village last week. What the hell did you do?
I don't like pretending things are real when they're not real. Like in my yoga class, they throw in all this spirituality. They make you do meditation. I don't like the spiritual. As soon as it gets spiritual, I get nervous. I think there's going to be Kool-Aid at the end and we're all going to die. But the lady starts talking you through this meditation. She's very calm. She says, "Clear your mind of all thoughts." And the second she says that, all these crazy thoughts come pouring in. I'm like, why does it take so long for an out-of-state check to clear? How come that guy on Lost never loses any weight? Is it wrong to use those return address labels without donating to the charity? My mother has an entirely different recollection of my childhood than I do. Anybody else have this? Yes? So we were at a family function and my mother was recounting this adorable story of us when we were kids, and it was a familiar story, but it wasn't us. And it wasn't until I drove her home that it hit me. I was like, Mommy, that wasn't us. That was Dawson's Creek.
I have a daughter in college. She's in college now. I had her when I was 5. She's in college now. $37,000 a year for college. Yeah. She called me up the other day. She says, "Mom, were you alive in the time of the Beatles?" 37,000.
I have a husband. He's nice. People like him. We have a good marriage. I consider myself happily married. I know that my husband would like to be having a little bit more sex, but in this economy, he can't afford it, and that is sad. Sad. Oh, come on, we're all pinching pennies. I filled out a credit card application, and you know where it says other income? I put other credit cards. Look, I had to give my husband 1 kid because he's a lawyer and he made a very good case. And I know that sounds good when I say I married a lawyer, but understand, son, I didn't marry the cutthroat, ruthless, give me all your money lawyer. No, I married the pay me what you can, whenever you can, I just want to see justice served lawyer. I married Atticus Finch. always asking questions. He goes, Mommy, explain to me the difference between a Democrat and a Republican. And this was the best I could come up with. I said, okay, as I understand it, a Democrat is like this really nice aunt who promises to take you to Disney World, but then something always comes up and she never comes through. And a Republican is like this really grumpy uncle. Yeah, and he tells you he can't afford Disney World, but then you find out that he went without you.
She's a smart kid. I have a very smart kid, I do. Well, her father's an economics professor. He was actually my economics professor. No. Hey, I never badmouth my ex. You know that? I never do. You know why? I never badmouth my ex to my kid. You should never, because if you do, then you ruin the moment when they figure it out all by themselves. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. You did it.